Hi, my name is Dawn Combs, and I want to welcome you to my production kitchen here at Soda Farm in Marysville, Ohio. Today, I want to do a couple recipes for you, and they're going to be right out of this book. I want to thank you if you've picked this up already. Some of you are watching this because I'm making it as a thank you video for your pre-orders, and I really want to thank you for getting on board and giving me your support right off the bat before this even hit stands. We're really excited about sharing all of the recipes of the products that we've been making here at Mockingbird Meadows and now at Soda Farm as we're serving the public drink by drink. So today I wanted to show you first, just real basic, what I'm known for, the electuary. We call them honey spreads. I want to show you how we're making those, and I want to take it a little bit different direction for you first. So in the book, I have a section on how to make peon. Peon is it's a Chinese word for how you make little pills, and they cut them. So I'm going to show you how to cut them. But I make it really easy to make all the recipes in the book by these. They're called honey boosters, and I'm going to show you how to work with that right now. So the honey booster, we didn't want to get into selling honey all over the world. It doesn't make sense. My second book, Heal Local, talks about reinvesting in your local medicine economy. And so it didn't make a lot of sense to not support your local beekeeper. We have taken the powdered formula that the recipe is here in the book, and we've made it really easy. Maybe you're not an herbalist. Maybe you don't want to order pounds and pounds of powdered herbs or powder them yourselves. So this gives you a great first entry into the electuary. You'll see inside these boosters, it is a powdered tin, and this contains all of the recipe that you need to dump into 1 pound of your local raw honey. And there's a lot of different ways that you can go with this. So first, I'm going to add, again, this goes into 1 pound. I'm going to show you the consistency that we want. So I'm not going to make a whole batch. And you can do this if you really just kind of want to make a little bit of a electuary. Sometimes you don't want to make a whole pound, so you can cut that in half. I am just going to get this stirred up. So first, I'm going to go back to that peon that I was mentioning. Peon are just pills, and we can make pills out of any kind of formula we want. I don't like hard pills. I don't like capsules. Obviously, you can encapsulate this powdered formula and swallow it that way. That's not really fun. And of course, here at Soda Farm, we believe that your food should be your medicine. So if you're taking a pill and you're swallowing it and you're not experiencing the flavors and all that wonderful experience and texture of the herb, it's not so much fun. I talked about peon or pills in the book. I talked about how a peon is really an electuary that just doesn't have as much honey as you would need for an electuary. Right now, we are pretty thick. This is too thick for an electuary, but it's not quite thick enough for a pill. So I'm going to add even more. It's really a balance of getting enough herb in there that we really get more of a dry sort of dough. And it can be really difficult because your herb keeps sucking up water and it just keeps getting more and more wet and gooey. But we want to get to where we have a dough consistency. And as you see, I'm going to keep adding until I get there. So I'm pretty close. You can see it's a little bit of a dry dough. It is not overly wet, and I'm going to fix a little bit of the stickiness pretty quickly. I'm going to cut that in half, and I'm going to bring it down. What I have here on the board here is a little bit of cocoa and a little bit of powdered sugar. Now, I could just pour more of my recipe out on the board as a powder, but I'm making this for my son. So he's going to love a little bit of cocoa, so that has a little bit of a chocolate base. I'm going to take this. I've taken it about as far as I want to with the recipe. So it's a dough. You can see it's sitting in my hand. I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to dust it with this. You can coat this with just about anything you want. If you wanted to put an adaptogen on the outside edge, you want to powder marshmallow, all kinds of things can be done. I like to do my pills this way. I'm going to roll it into a little bit of a snake. I'm going to take a bench cutter or a knife, and I'm going to cut them into little bitty bits. And I'm just going to pick this up and I'm going to roll it. And we're going to have about a pea size little pill. These are great to keep in the refrigerator if you do not want to dry them, if you want to keep them soft and chewy like this. This is a great thing to put in your refrigerator. You want to make sure it's dusted up super well so that they don't stick. You don't want to put a bunch of these pills into a jar in your refrigerator and then have them all kind of become one giant ball. So this is going to chill and it becomes a soft, chewy pill. As you can see, it's not sticking to my hand, so it's just about the right consistency. It is soft. It will firm up in the refrigerator, and this will last a long, long time. There really isn't a lot of shelf life on here. I would eat them within a few months just so you get the best benefit from your herb. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I can say, well, I only wanted a few pills. Don't make a whole lot of this. As you can see, I don't have a lot of dough made up. This is going to make maybe a dozen, maybe 15 pills. And I'm going to give those to my son instead of an electuary or a soda today because he's been sneezing a lot. And this is our emergency formula. But I may say, okay, I only want a few pills and I've got all this left over. Now I want to take it to an electuary. So all I have to do is add some more honey to it and keep it loosening up. And this is going to need more honey. We don't need as much herb in our electuary because the honey, of course, if you've read the book, you know the honey acts as a synergy. So it amplifies the effect of the herb and the herb amplifies the effect of the honey. And we wind up with something that's much more functional and effective without using all of the herb that we would necessarily need to use for a tincture or a tea or some other formula. I've added enough honey now and loosened it up. So this same exact process that gave me a pill now gives me an electuary, and you can see the consistency here. It is spreadable, pourable, but it does have a bit of a grainy texture to it. That will iron out as you let it sit. If you let your electuary sit for at least 24 hours, it is going to soak up that herb and you're going to have the best mouthfeel. I can use this right away. I can call my son in here and have him take a teaspoonful of this and help with his allergies, but I like to let it sit. And now he has his choice. He can use the powdered formula that I turned into an electuary, or he can try a pill. And as this is sitting, it's getting a little bit moist. I can let it sit a little bit and put it back into the powder. You can try mint powder. You can try marshmallow powder. You can get as creative as you like, and that's tasty. My son's definitely going to try it. I hope that you enjoy using the recipes in this book, and keep an eye out on our social media and our website for more videos like this. We're going to be teaching more about how to do fermented sodas and more of the things that are a little more in depth as it goes along. Keep an eye out, drop us a line, get out on our social media, Soda Farm Cafe and Mockingbird Meadows. You can check us out on the web at mockingbirdmeadows.com or sodafarmcafe.com and interact with us. Let us know how these recipes are going for you. Let us know what fun things you've created that we inspired you to. We'd love to hear from our customers. Thanks so much for purchasing my book and for dropping in and learning. I'll see you next time.